Assalamu alaikum my dear students. Welcome back to your chemistry class of standard 10. Today I will discuss about pH from chapter 9 of your chemistry book. What is pH? pH actually is a measurement of a substance that it is acidic or basic or neutral. pH. pH means power of hydrogen ions, and it is calculated by taking the negative logarithm of concentration of hydrogen ion in an aqueous solution. That is pH equal to minus log hydrogen ion concentration. This third bracket hydrogen ion, this represents the hydrogen ion concentration of an aqueous solution. Now if we know the hydrogen ion concentration of a solution, then easily through this formula we can calculate the pH of that solution, and this pH how determine a solution is acidic in nature or basic in nature or neutral. Now we will know about that. At first listen, the hydrogen ion concentration, amount of hydrogen ion concentration of a neutral water is 10 to the power minus 7 mole per liter. That means in 1 liter pure water the amount of hydrogen ion concentration is 10 to the power minus 7 mole. So if we put here the value of hydrogen ion is 10 to the power minus 7, then the pH value will be 7 minus log 10 to the power minus 7 equal to 7. So from this calculation we understand that the pH value of pure water is 7, and this is the neutral value of neutral substance. pH value of 7 is neutral. That means when the pH value we will get 7, then that substance is a neutral substance. At room temperature pure water has a pH of 7. Now you imagine if you add some acid in that pure water, then what will happen? Then the amount of hydrogen ion will be increased in that solution. Why? Because you know that hydrogen acid contains hydrogen ion, isn't it? And this is the characteristics of acid solution, which dissociates hydrogen ion in water. So when we will add acid in water, then it will increase the amount of hydrogen ion concentration. If the hydrogen ion concentration of that aqueous solution is increased 10 times, then what will happen? Then the amount of hydrogen ion concentration of that acid solution will be 10 to the power minus 6 mole, isn't it? In that case the pH value will be 6. So that means the pH value will be dropped down from the 7 for acidic solution. That means when we will add acid in water, or as for the acidic solution, the hydrogen ion concentration will be increased and the pH value will decrease from 6.9 to 0. So solutions with higher concentration of hydrogen ions have lower pH values and are considered as acidic. So when the pH value we will get from 6.9 to 0, then we will think this is acidic solution, or it's the nature of that substance is acidic in nature. But if you add in pure water some alkaline solution, then what will happen? You know that alkaline solution dissociates hydroxyl ion in water. So in that cases hydroxyl ion will increase, and hydroxyl ion combine with the hydrogen ion water and produce water, isn't it? Hydroxyl ion combine with the hydrogen ion of water and produce water. So in that cases when we will add alkaline solution, so the amount of hydrogen ion of water will be decreased, because the amount of hydrogen ion reacts with the hydroxyl ion of alkali solution. For this the hydrogen ion concentration will be decreased in that alkaline solution. For example, if it is 10 times decrease, then what will be the value? Then its value will be 10 to the power minus 8 mole. So in that cases, the pH value will be calculated 8. So for the basic solution, it is up down from the neutral value, that is 7. So for this, solutions with lower concentration of hydrogen ion, that means when you add alkali solution, then hydrogen ion concentration will be decreased, have higher pH value and are considered as basic in nature. So I hope you understand why the pH value of acid is lower than 7 and why the pH value of base is upper than 7 to 14. Now we will know about calculation of hydrogen from the pH. That means if you know pH value of a substance, how will you calculate the hydrogen ion concentration of that substance? For example, milk has a pH of 6. So what is the concentration of hydrogen ion in milk? Easily you can calculate hydrogen ion. What do you know? pH equal to minus log hydrogen ion concentration. So we arrange this hydrogen ion concentration equal to 10 to the power minus pH. Now directly putting the value here and you will get this answer. So you say hydrogen ion concentration of milk is 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 molar. So like this way we can calculate different problems related on pH. If you are given pH value, you can calculate hydrogen ion concentration, or if you are given hydrogen ion concentration, you can calculate pH value following the formula. Now we will know about the measuring system of pH. Generally, mathematically we can calculate the pH value by calculation the concentration of hydrogen ion in solution, and its value can be positive or negative. But in using pH scale, but generally for measuring pH scale is used, and the pH scale range is 0 to 14. And from 0 to 6.9 this is actually acidic value, and 7 is for neutral value, and from 7.1 to 14 is the value of alkaline substance. So this is the known as pH scale, and pH scale range is 0 to 14. Now also pH scale looks like this. This is also a pH scale form. Now we will know about the another different system of determining the pH value, and among them one is universal indicator. Universal indicator is actually a brown colored solution containing a mixture of indicators. That means inside the universal indicator there are different types of acid or base indicators are mixed, and when we add to any substance, when we add this universal indicator dropwise to any substance, then we easily determine its pH. How? Because when we will add this solution in a substance, then it will turn into a color, and observing the color of the solution, changing solution and matching with the pH paper, we easily determine the pH value. Like all indicators, universal indicator changes color in different pH environments. At low pH it appears red, at high pH it appears blue. That means when we will add universal indicator to a solution, then it will change its color, and following the color of the solution and matching with the pH paper, we will know the pH value of that solution. Follow here. A strip of fine filter paper impregnated with universal indicator is known as pH paper. That means pH paper is a fine filter paper which is immersed in a universal indicator solution, and when it dry, then it becomes a pH paper. And universal indicator is a mixture of several indicators. You know, it shows different colors at different pH paper. So when you will get the solution of changed color, then you have to match with this pH paper. And if you get, for example, if you get red color, then you have to say its pH value is 0. If you get orange color, then you have to consider that its pH value is 1, like this way. Now pH scale, that means universal indicator color solution. After using the universal indicator solution and the obtained color, you have to match with this pH scale, which I have said already. Now pH paper, you have already known how pH paper is prepared. So pH paper looks like this, and this pH paper is available in our laboratory also. So this is a pH paper. If you tear some pH papers and immersed in a solution, then it will change its color of the pH paper, and then you have to match with the color in chart. This is also a pH paper. Also it looks like this. Then follow here, after immersing this pH paper in a solution, its color changes green, and so it's matched with the pH value 7. So that solution was a neutral solution. It's like this way. When you immerse this pH paper and if it is turned into blue, then you have to consider that that's pH value of is it 13 or 12, like this way. Actually this process is a rough process, because follow here, among the blue the pH value is 11, 12, 13. So you have to consider any one, you cannot get any exact value. Follow here, among the blue there are 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have to consider any one, you have to guess that, you cannot exact. But we will get exact pH value by using pH meter. pH meter is actually a digital meter. When you immersed this end in a solution, then directly it will show the pH value on its screen. Also this is another type of pH value. So actually in our industry or in different pathological labs, to determine the pH value of any substance, generally pH meter is used. Also litmus paper, this is a very popular indicator. It is these are the actually litmus paper, and litmus papers are two types, blue litmus paper and red litmus paper. These are actually not ordinary paper. These papers are actually here fermented or impregnated with the reactions for and making this litmus paper. That means these papers are characterized, which can change its color in acidic or basic solution. For example, if you immerse this blue litmus paper into acidic solution, then it will turn into red, and if you immerse red litmus paper in a basic solution, then it will turn into blue color. This is the nature of that litmus paper. This is the characteristics of that litmus paper. So like this way also we can just indicates that substance is acidic or basic, but not we can identify the pH value. For example, in our daily life at home, we can easily identify the acidic or basic nature of our daily food or daily used different cosmetics or different substances. For example, follow here, we know that lemon is a acidic fruit, isn't it? Acidic fruit, citric acid is present inside the lemon. So if we hold a blue litmus paper on touch on the lemon, then it will turn into red color. So like this way you can easily test your different items, your cosmetics items or your soap, etc. Easily you can identify that it is acidic or basic using the litmus paper. Now we will know about importance of pH in our everyday life. Actually this is very important, because pH is important for everything. pH controlling is very important. For example, our pH of our blood is 7. So for our body work efficiency pH 7 to 7.8, and so if we maintain the this pH, so we can work properly, isn't it? And these are very sensitive for plants and animals also. And pH in our digestive system, you know that there is produced hydrochloric acid in our stomach, which helps to digest and for this, if we cannot control this production, then in that cases acidic problem will be produced, and in that cases we have to take antacid syrup, which is actually a basic substance, so it neutralizes this acidic problem. So like this way, actually pH is important because substance such as our stomach acids tend to be at a certain pH in order to work properly. pH is also important because it must be at certain levels in order for living organisms to survive. That means in every cases the proper pH we should maintain to get the proper function of that substance. For example, soil, the proper value of pH for culturing the good crops, the proper value of soil is 6 to 8. So if we have to maintain, if we maintain this pH value, then we get good crops. But sometimes the pH value of soil is more. If it increases due to acid rain or another factors, then we have to use any substance, basic substance, to decrease the pH value. Or if the pH value of soil is increases, then we have to acidic substance to decrease the pH value. Like this way we have to actually control the pH value for get the good results from the cultivation. Like this way we have to, for example, for our skin, our human skin, the proper pH value is 4.8 to 5.5. so when we use any cosmetics to our skin, we have to know what pH value of that cosmetics. So if it is in this range 4.8 to 5.5, then it will be fruitful to our human skin, otherwise it will be causes any harmful effect to our skin. Like this way, actually every substance has a specific pH value and we should maintain this. So my dear students, I hope you clearly understand about the pH and pH controlling system and also pH measuring system. So today up to this, and next class I will come back with new topics. Goodbye everybody.